Hello, I'm John Beattie and welcome to Cask to Glass, the podcast where we look at the heritage and flavour of Scotland's national drink and the world's favourite spirit. And I was wondering today, two things. Can you really train your nose to smell an off note? Can I educate myself to smell something that just doesn't smell right if it was in a bottle of whiskey? And the second thing is, can you just drop in to your local budget store and pick up a bottle of whiskey and drink it and know that it's good? So Max McFarlane will give his verdict on arguably Scotland's cheapest bottle of whiskey. Have you ever wondered how the experts train themselves when it comes to their noses and get, I don't know, a learning experience when it comes to identifying some of the bad notes in whiskey? And we're here with Max McFarlane, Master Blender. This is interesting. Keep watching, this will be interesting. We'll learn a few things today. What's
Absolutely. You know, the Aroma Academy manufacture off notes, and effectively that's what we're going to look at. John and I are going to look at them, but we're going to look at them blind. We know what the off note is, but John and I are going to have some fun to see if we can get it between the two of us. And then, but effectively, it's another educational trip that we've been highlighting every time I've come on. It's another educational trip, something that John will remember when he's finished the training here, that he'll be able to suss out when it comes to another whiskey that he maybe comes across and doesn't like it. But effectively, it's training your nose.
Right, to spot the off notes.
Correct.
So we have a whole bunch of off notes here, don't we? We've had a wee look. We know what some of them are. We don't know the numbers, but we know there's some things like metallic,
Cheesy vomit.
cheesy vomit. Shall we try?
Yeah, of course.
Right,
Yep.
Let's do this. So this is it. We'll learn a few things today. So we've got, how many of these have we got?
So we have
25.
30 here.
30.
The 30 names are actually on here, but John and I are not going to look at them until we're more or less finished. So John, you pick the first one. It's also, the name is actually on the bottle, so John and I are not going to look at the bottle. It's all about the nose. So effectively what we're going to do is, John, I'll give this to John and then you give it back to me, and we'll see if we can get it.
That's very, to me, that's very mild. I'm struggling to pick up this one.
Okay.
Gosh, if I had to describe that, it's almost like some kind of chemical.
Aye. A solvent, maybe.
Maybe
A solvent of some
a
description.
solvent. You're the expert.
Let's see what we can do here.
What do you
Oh,
get?
it's like it's almost like tea. Tea.
That would be an off
tea.
note.
Black tea.
Black tea would be an off note.
Black tea. But it has now that I've mentioned it to you, it has a wee hint of it's like a mix of black tea and peaty. There's a kind of peated note in the background as well, but it's like black tea.
Where did you buy your nose?
Oh, there's a definite peated note.
Black tea and peated note.
Peated note about it. I think so. Aye.
Okay.
And
reveal?
now the big reveal.
Metallic.
Well, there you are. That just shows
Aroma
you.
Academy metallic.
Just shows you.
I was going to say metallic, but because we'd already said metallic, you didn't think that was metallic.
I didn't think that was metallic. So
You pick one.
14. Right, okay, we don't know what it is.
And is this the way master blenders train?
Yeah. You have to. Well, otherwise you don't know off notes when they come across them.
Right.
You need to be aware of them.
I love watching your nose in operation. Oh.
It's a well-known smell, I think. We haven't looked at it yet, but
See, I would say that's the vomit one.
okay.
Or sickness.
I've
Do you know what's throwing me a bit? Is I can smell the paper. The paper of the dip thing.
But remember, this could be paper. The
Okay.
off note could be paper as well.
The off note could be paper.
Aye, yeah. Or a you know, like a variation on paper.
So what would you say?
Well, sometimes it's actually better. Maybe just doing it straight out the nose from the bottle because it's stronger.
Oh, that is a smell. That's an identifiable smell. What is it? So this is the untrained nose. There we go. My nose is untrained. I know that is a smell. I know what that is, but I can't put the word on it.
I've got that like a macaroon bar.
Coconutty macaroon. Okay, should we go with coconut?
Let's see what we've got here. Off note, buttery. So we went far away. Buttery. You know, well, coconut buttery.
Okay.
We'll get one of these right.
I'll pick one. Here we go. We're just going to sniff it.
Aye, probably better.
Oh. See, that's almost... Do you know what's bizarre is we've taken 3 out of 30 and they're totally different.
Aye.
Each one of those 3, and these are all off notes, are totally different.
These are manufactured, of course. They're not, they're not taken out of an off note cask. They're manufactured. But basically, it's a learning curve for people.
That smells like a wet office. It's like my Shanks and McEwen site office.
Yeah, it's every time you know something, you think
I know
it's up there, but what is it? I think that's green, some form of green. Cut grass, maybe. It's green.
Grass.
I think.
Cut grass.
Well, I think it's kind of green. It's got a green element to it.
See when you read the label.
It hits you.
Mushroom.
Yeah.
Mushroom.
Aye.
Vegetation.
Aye.
You had vegetation.
Aye.
That kind of dirt.
Aye.
That stank.
Aye, absolutely. It's like a mushroom farm.
Fascinating. It's like a building site hut is a damp thing with vegetation. It's like moss and it's a fungal smell.
Aye. Yep. So it's a case of like trying to imagine it and then bring it down from here down to your tongue. That's the fun. That's the fun on it.
That's amazing. So that's a manufactured mushroom smell. This won't be mushroom. This is a manufactured.
They're all these will all be manufactured by Aroma Academy for educational purposes.
Your turn to pick, I think. We'll get back to that episode in a second, but the best free way you can support the podcast is just hit the thumbs up button on this video and subscribe so you get new episodes every week. It also helps lots more people find the podcast. So thank you. Do we know how they manufacture them?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know.
This is... Oh, this is an easy... I think this is easy.
You and I are both rugby players. We both cheat, so you're expecting me to have a look at it. This is easy.
But you have to get your glasses on so you'll not be able to read it.
Easy.
I think the nose is easier, but there's 2 elements to it, I think.
See, that smells like grass to me.
Agreed.
Long grass.
Agreed.
A field, a freshly mown lawn.
Aye.
Lawn.
I get like a kind of honey in the background as well. It's a mix of grass and honey for me, that one. So I think let's see what we've got here.
We've not been right at all, have we?
We've got this one spot on.
That's grass.
You can show the...
I have no idea how someone like me... Grass. That's amazing.
That's great. Yeah.
That is amazing. So we got that one. So put the correct ones there. Grass. Do you know... I've learned a huge lesson already that you probably could train yourself to identify these, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Because I come into this podcast with a bad sense of smell, having been beaten up and trouble with the sinuses, and don't think I smell things that well. But that was grass.
Aye, that's a fairly
And you've said to me
straightforward
things like bubblegum, and I go, yeah, bubblegum. But that was grass.
one. Aye, that was straightforward.
Was it?
Oh, aye. It's your turn.
Nail polish. I'll go for, I'll go for nail polish remover.
Okay.
No, I'm
How do
thinking.
you know that smell? It's not just a matter of interest.
Or if you're listening to this on 4G, then it's not much of it. But the picture is, yeah, maybe. I'm doubting myself again. No, you got something else.
No. Very close, John.
But
No, I think very close. Either
acetate.
aye, a hint of maybe vinegar in it as well. But you're very close.
Solvent.
Yeah,
I was right.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gobsmacked.
And I wonder where he gets the nails varnish from.
I'm utterly gobsmacked that I've identified any of these.
Aye. That's most people can. It's just giving them the right opportunity, you know. And master blenders maybe don't do this, but I use this as an educational.
Do
kit.
you?
Like on Friday, I'm doing one in the West End, and this will be what I'll do first. To everybody thinks that they can't smell these things,
Yeah.
but most people if you give them the freedom, look, just tell me what you smell. If you smell, you know, I don't know, horse shit, just say that because you might be close to it, you know. So it's it's an educational thing. Just say whatever you think, and usually the first thing you think of, which you had there, John, nail varnish. Really, very, very close. Very, very close. I'm impressed.
I'm amazed. So we got that one right too.
Yep.
I'm amazed.
Yep.
Thank you for being so kind. Is it your turn?
Oh, you'll get this as well, John, I think. Oh, sorry. There you go.
So we've done 5. This is number 6. We've got 2 right.
Yep.
2 bang on,
Aye.
which I never thought we would.
I think you'll get this one as well.
Oof. What's that? Gosh, I was going to say an alcoholic thing, but no, I'm struggling.
I think it's a variation on grass again.
Do you? See, I was going to say like
green.
wet white. You
Aye,
think- Wet
aye.
white. You think it's green?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
TCA level 4.
What's TCA?
Try.
Alcohol.
Aye. No.
Acetate.
TCA stands for. I forget.
We'll look it up.
Aye, we'll look it
TCA.
up. Aye,
TCA, hang on.
It's a well-known off note. I can't remember what it stands for.
Trichloroacetic acid vinegar.
Aye,
Acetic acid.
Aye.
See, I was going to say vinegar, but I thought that would sound silly.
Oh, but there you have it.
But
What does
it's
it just
vinegary.
say? Just let it rip. Whatever you think, just let it go.
Right, okay.
You know.
I want to pick up the vomit one.
Oh,
'Cause
right.
one of them is vomit. Have we already had the vomit?
No. We'll get it.
Oh,
Oh.
I was going to say wood bark, or my naivety. I was going to say that.
You can almost smell it from here.
What do you think it is?
Oh, that's well for me. That's rotten veg. Rotten veg. For me, rotten veg. Green bell peppers. Green pepper.
Green pepper. Pepper.
Aye. You do much cooking on the house, John?
That's pepper.
Aye.
It's got that bitterness of the pepper.
Aye.
Would you get that in a whiskey?
Well, a lot of these, maybe 10-15% of these you'll get probably from a cask that's off.
Really?
But the rest is just really to train you up, enjoy it, have some fun with it. But that green pepper, in my 40 odd years of using my nose, I've never come across one that smells of green pepper. But you have to be, it's training your nose. So if you've smelt green pepper in the past and you come across something else, it's all about just teaching your nose to accept what you're smelling and teaching your brain to tell you to open your mouth and say, oh, whatever, green pepper.
So you would recommend getting these kind of things?
Without a doubt.
I mean, I don't know how much they are. We're not being sponsored. We're not flogging this, but you use these to teach people to use their noses. But you'd say if you want some fun on a cold Scottish night.
Without a doubt.
Really?
Oh, without a doubt. It's great fun. It's because usually around the table, it's not that the men will always be the best. Sometimes the women are great because, they're with their perfume and things like that. There's no handwritten winner. It's just fun as you say, on a Friday night. Take this out, make a wee prize or whatever, or the men against the girls, that type of thing. It's great fun. Great fun. But here's your favourite one.
Hang on, just before we go on, just remember to like and subscribe, and comment too if you can on any. Maybe you've had some off notes in whiskey, or maybe you do these things. Maybe you train your nose as well. Just like and subscribe and comment on what you're seeing and hearing. It's Cask to Glass. So you've picked up another one. We could do this all day. You might not like this one.
Oh, well.
Is this the one? Have you arranged this?
Yeah, I don't know if you'll like that one, John.
That's the VOMIT. Have you picked up the one we know is vomit?
Aye. But it's fun. It's it's a relatively easy one, and facial descriptions tell you that it's not very nice. There'll be lots of different descriptors on it. The description of that is bang on: cheesy vomit.
Because do you remember we had an off note once in the whiskey, and it was a bit like this. It was so off. It was just you couldn't really smell it, but you tasted it. Well done. Did you know that was the cheesy vomit one?
Yeah, I picked up for you because I knew you would enjoy it. It's your turn.
We got that one right. My turn.
We'll see. We got the three.
We'll do a few more. And then
of course.
Gee whiz.
Sometimes it's a case of is it sweet, is it sour?
It's like it's old fashioned. It's like your granny's cupboard. It's like
kind of polish, some kind of polish that you would polish your fireplace on. It's not particularly bad note.
It's not horrible. It's like you open up your granny's cupboard and there's been some mothballs, but it's got and it's all dark wood.
Aye, definitely.
Am I doing the denouement? Leather farmyard. There we go.
Bang on.
That's not bad, is it?
Aye.
So when you do this with people, how many do they normally get right? Most of them.
Well, if you're maybe 6 people around the table, you'll usually get one who'll maybe get 50 or 60% of them.
Really?
You'll get 3 who won't say anything until the other 2 have said something because they're scared of saying, I don't know, cheesy vomit, for example. They don't think that would be, that's not the thing to say around a table on a Friday night, cheesy vomit. But you'll usually get at least 1 out of 6 people who are usually pretty good. And then, of course, I put a wee prize up, so the prize can sometimes encourage them to be a bit more open-minded about saying things. But no, it's fun.
I love telling the amazing story of Scotland's whisky industry and sharing some positivity about one of the incredible things this country has given the world. Now, if you want to share some positivity too, leave us a 5-star rating wherever you are listening to the podcast. It takes you 10 seconds and will help Cask to Glass reach a much, much wider
audience.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Can we divert for 1 second? Because you and I chatted before we did this about the current state of the whiskey market, which we do a lot. And, you know, there was a bit on the media yesterday about a certain company's results not being great. And the whiskey market seemingly in stormy weather. But you're saying, actually, there's a pickup.
I think so.
Is that
I think
right?
so. Well, the pickup primarily revolves around India because of the tariff. They've dropped the tariff from 150 down to 70.
So the results that have come out are old results.
Yep.
There's last year's results.
Diageo and Edrington. Diageo, I think they've changed the CEO, which brings different views for the market. Edrington currently is premium. You know, they're super premium. Macallan, for example, is doing really well. So there's elements of the industry that's on the pickup. I think we've discussed in the past the ones that are maybe not picking up are just the blended whiskies, but the super premium, because people who previously bought a super premium bottle will buy another one. So the super premium seems to be the way that an awful lot of the companies are going. Edrington in particular, I've got Macallan super premiumised. Diageo's results apparently are picking back up again because they've more or less come off the floor. So all the tariff scenario with India in particular is definitely helping the market. So everything is picking up. I see some of the results. I know Edrington's one of their.
But you see the interim results.
Their quarterly results. Sales are up. Diageo, I think they can't get any lower, so their share price will be picking up again because they've changed their CEO. So that will probably mean that there'll be different avenues that they're working to. But yeah, I think it's on the way back up. It's on the way back up.
Let's do a couple more. All
Sure.
right, let's do two or three more.
Oh, sorry.
So this is a kind of blind tasting of this product where they kind of educate your nose to sniff out smells. And I've been kind of gobsmacked that I've got any, but you pretty much have nailed them all.
Oh well.
Wow. That's very kind of, that goes right up into your nose. That's it's medical. There's a medical smell. You're in a ward. You're about to have your hip resurfacing done. There's an anaesthetic.
I had it medical / like as if you were in a stable, horse stable.
You think it's straw?
Not so much.
To me, it's
just
like
what they-
anaesthetic.
What they brush the horses down with, you know, the stuff that they put on to keep the flies off and all that kind of stuff. But it's between medical and horsey, I would think.
Smoky.
Smoky. Oh, I didn't have that. Smoky. That's
Unless there's a horse called Smoky.
No. Nah, I think that's smoky.
Maybe they mean.
I mean, when smoky, you think of Ardbeg or Lagavulin. It's too sweet for that.
There's a fly come to join us. Yeah. One more. Let's go for one more.
Okay.
You choose.
Oh. I think this will bring back memories of your youth when you've been, well, I went buying sweeties.
Yeah. That is that's almost like a gobstopper. Strong, what were these sweets called? The strong sweets with the kind of rosy, greeny, appley. Am I wrong?
I was going to tell you what I thought was.
What do you think?
Was sherbet straws.
Sherbet straws.
Sherbet straws.
Sherbet.
But that probably won't be what's on the bottle, but that's what it smells like. Well, to me, anyway. I don't know what's
To
on
me,
the
it
bottle.
is like those old-fashioned sweets.
Aye.
Yeah. What's that then? Banana. Banana.
Well, we're not far away, but I wouldn't say it was banana, but hey ho. It's like encouraging everyone to say something, you know, just have fun with it, you know, and you know, we've maybe got 50% of them right between us, or 60% of them right between us. We haven't got any of them wrong, as such. You
Not
know, we're not way
miles
down
wrong.
at 0 out of 10,
No.
but in between times, you know, you're nearly there if you like with most of them. You know, it's great fun. It's great fun.
But you can train your nose.
Okay. Well, some people can't smell anything, you know, so well, they say they can't smell anything, so there's not really any point in trying to train them. But that doesn't mean that they can't have fun round the table on a Friday night. Because some people, I can't smell anything, and then you put cheesy vomit under their nose, and they go, oh my God. Then you know they can smell.
I mean, this isn't hundreds of pounds, is it?
It's 85, I think, or
Okay.
something, you know.
So
but it
it's
lasts forever,
Yeah.
you know. And then you can get Aroma Academy do a gin one as well, you know. So there's lots within Aroma Academy that would suit a Friday night. It doesn't have to be these. It could be gin. It could be various other things that Aroma Academy do. They do sensory things worldwide effectively.
Right. And as you said, you're not being paid for them. This is just,
No.
You just think it's a good idea.
I use it for my tasting because it's good fun, and it's a way of getting to know people around the table. If there's half a dozen people, by the end of this, which I do first before I do a whiskey tasting, I know all their names. I can usually tell who's going to be at the forefront of either discussions or who's going to be quiet and maybe needs a wee bit of encouragement. And it's a male-female thing. There's female girls. Some of the girls are really good. Sometimes it's. I do that intentionally. The girls against the guys at the table, round the table. Then you see, you know, the competitiveness of the girls or of everybody coming around.
Yeah.
You know. No, it's great fun, and it's, as I say, like before, John, it's all about education.
Okay, we've nosed a few of these, and you were much, much better than me. But we went out earlier today, and we bought the cheapest whiskey in Scotland. And we'll taste it, shall we? And see if we can spot an off note.
Nose it first, John. See what we
Nose it
make.
first and see. I don't know. Will we give them? Will we show the brand? I mean, these things. I think this one was £19. I think this one was £15. The big bottle, and the wee half bottle, roughly half. We've got the receipt here. In fact, here we go. So this is from a local budget store. We've got one bottle is £18.20. It's a 5-year-old malt whiskey, and this one is £9.10. So you can buy a bottle of whiskey for hundreds of pounds, thousands of pounds, but you can buy a bottle of whiskey for 15 quid. So
Do the blend first, John, I would think. Do the blend.
Okay, do the blend
Do the
first.
blend first.
Here we go.
Yep. And we'll nose it first. See if we pick up anything or describe this one. We can both describe this
We'll
one.
just have the one glass, will we?
Sure.
So this is just to find out, do you have to buy a really expensive bottle of whiskey? Or is this stuff 19 quid good enough?
The caramel's the obvious thing in this one.
Right?
But for a balance, so you would nose it first, then palate. So for me, the nose is very pleasant. It's 3 years old, John. 3 years old. No inclination that it's 3 years old at all.
What do you mean by that?
3 years old.
Yeah, but no inclination when you
No,
indicate
to
when you
nose it,
smell it.
not at all.
Nose
Not
it,
at all.
why
You know,
not?
3 years old could be quite fiery.
all right, okay,
could be
all right,
quite
with you.
fiery. But this is very pleasant, quite sweet, and has got a bit of kind of strawy, kind of butternut about it. No, I can't see any off note in that at all. I can't see any off note in that at all. For 3 years old, is actually quite impressive.
That's great. So that is, so I'll let you want to palate it,
Aye.
right? I think, so here we are with a bottle of whiskey that's, a half bottle, it's £9. Acceptable. Quite like it.
It has a really nice palate, has a really nice finish. It has 40 ABV. Very pleasant palate. And not overpoweringly caramel as such, but a very pleasant palate. Very pleasant palate.
So this is a Dalmure 3-year-old blended Scotch whiskey for £9. What's that in dollars? $10, $11.
Very pleasant.
And you're a master blender,
Yeah.
and you think that is pleasant.
Very
That's
pleasant
fine.
indeed. No kind of, no idea that it's only 3 years old. None whatsoever. It's a very pleasant dram.
Good.
Very pleasant dram.
That's
What do you think
fantastic.
yourself, John?
I like it. I like it. It's nice,
Aye.
smooth.
Aye. For 3 years old, you're right. Maybe it's wrong because you think 3 years old it's going to be, oh yeah. Very pleasant.
It's more bang
Aye,
than
aye.
an old
Very pleasant.
old malt. Or whatever.
Yep.
Let's go for the malt. So this is Glen Orchy blended malt Scotch whisky. Okay. 5 years old, £19.
Any-
£19.
Any detail about colour, John, on it, on the label? Is it natural or, oh sorry. No mention that I can see of
Added caramel,
added
added
caramel.
colour.
But again, looking at it, it's really pleasant again. You can almost see that it's
Same family.
a couple of years older. Still very pleasant. So, I mean, if it is natural colour, I doubt it, but it's again on the nose, very palatable as well. There's a hint of green apples about it as well. Oh, that's
It's nice.
stunning.
Stunning.
I would say that was stunning. For a 5-year-old blended malt,
Stunning.
stunning. Very, very pleasant indeed. Hangs on, kind of wants to holiday in your palate type thing.
It's smoother.
Aye.
It's more buttery.
Aye.
Than
Yeah,
this is fiery.
Aye.
The 3-year-old's
Aye.
fiery. That is
For 5.
gentle.
Yeah, and if it's a blended malt, there's obviously more than one malt in it. So
What
yeah,
makes
you've
a
done
great
well.
whiskey? What makes a good whiskey? You know, here we are with two really cheap little whiskies.
Aye.
I mean, very cheap.
Aye.
And you're saying that this one,
It's really
Glen Orchy, which is from, can I mention? I'll mention the supermarket. Well, Lidl,
No.
German budget supermarket.
They have
With this whiskey
they have a
called-
super reputation for whiskies.
Have they? With Glen Orchy, £19. And you are the master blender, and you said stunning.
Stunning. Yep.
Stunning.
If my memory serves me right, that's won quite a number of prizes also as well. But no, they're very nice. I mean,
Well, it's just
Lidl they don't own any distilleries themselves,
No.
so they've gone to the market and bought some malt whiskies, and somebody somewhere's blended it for them. But they've done a great job. That's a super
Our
product.
producer David just, his podcast, he just stopped by Lidl randomly, bought 2 random whiskey bottles, 2 random bottles, £19 and £9 roughly. And you think this one's stunning.
Yeah, absolutely. For 5 years old, blended malt. Absolutely
What makes
stunning.
it good? What makes it good?
Well, I think it's down to the master blender again. You know, it depends what he's bought. He may have bought a lot of bourbon casks. He may well not have bought any bourbon cask. But again, it's down to the cask. If he's got refill hogsheads, there may be some sherry casks in there as well. So it's like the master blender will put some sherries, some refills, some bourbons together.
Yeah.
He'll probably take quite a number of weeks, months putting it together, trying to get it just right. But no, I think whoever's doing the work for Lidl is doing a grand job, because Glen Orchy's, I would certainly buy it without a shadow of a doubt. Very pleasant for 5 years old. Very pleasant.
Yeah, without going over the top, that's quite a commendation,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, because there'll be somebody listening or watching going, no. I've got to buy my single malt. It's got to be 60, 70 quid a bottle or more, or I don't touch it. But you're saying this is good.
Well, at the end of the day, Lidl, I think if my memory serves me right, have won quite a number of awards as well. You know, best supermarket whiskies. So they've got a good source, whoever buys the whiskies for them. They've obviously got a good master blender who does the work for them as well. But no, that's a very, very pleasant dram.
So we've, just to round this up, we've had all these off notes, which really would have spoiled the whiskey. I mean, when you have these, you know,
Just one cask going into a big vat would spoil it.
and then we bought these 2 cheap whiskies, and you like them both.
Yep.
So what have you looked for in these whiskies when it comes to taste and flavour that makes you think, do you know what, these are good?
Well, the nose, more often than not, can tell. You can more often than not tell the nose whether it's complex or whether it's just really just one item that sticks out. So the nose, first and foremost, the nose. But with both of those, the nose I thought was quite pleasant, and I was looking forward to tasting them, and especially the blended malt. It didn't disappoint. You know, now not many of our viewers will nose their whiskies, but I would encourage them to do so because it gives you an idea in your mind. You know, oh, I like this nose. Now some people might say, well, that means your brain's expecting it to taste nice as well. You know, but that's the way to do it, is to nose it. Because what we're trying to get people to do here is, from the outset, is to nose their whiskies as well, you know, and understand that there is good smells and there are bad smells. But both of those had a good nose, which I was encouraged to taste as well. And both of them didn't disappoint.
Brilliant, Max. So we've learned, I think today's been brilliant. We've learned genuinely that you can train your nose, and then you can...
Excuse me, you can train your nose as well.
You can't. Yours is super trained. Yeah, mine's under trained. Yeah, I could probably train my nose, as anybody listening could. And you can buy, as we did randomly from Lidl, 2 random bottles of what?
Yep.
You've said these are good. You can buy some good whiskies
Without a doubt.
for not much money.
Without a doubt. And at the end of the day, it's keeping people employed in Scotland as well.
So just let me remind you that Dalmure, blended Scotch whisky, and Glen Orchy from Lidl, and you thought
I would
this was
recommend them both, right? Yep.
Excellent.
Without doubt. And I've not long since finished doing a lot of blended malt myself for Argown, and I would put them in line with Glen Orchy. And Glen Orchy is only 5 years old. The Argown's blended malts are usually around about 8.5. But that's stunning. I would recommend that to anyone.